Hello guys, welcome to Coding Cafe. My name is Mohammed Ali, and in the previous video tutorial we have allowed a user to become a seller and create a separate brand new account. If a user want to sell things to the all other end users, the buyers, you can say the people from all around the world. So till now, we have implemented the registration process. We have allowed a seller to create a new account using the Firebase authentication, and then we store the seller information, that is address, email, name, phone, and the seller ID inside the Firebase real-time database. Now in this tutorial, we are going to allow the seller to log in. So this is very simple. Just go to the Android Studio, and here we have inside our sellers module we have our login activity. Also, let's just, for the time saving, I'm opening this register activity also, and we have to open our, just to confirm our IDs, I'm going to open the seller login.xml file, which is activity seller login, this one. Okay, now just for the time saving, what I'm going to do is, as you know, we have just two things here. One is the email field, password, and register button. So I'm going to copy this. Okay, yeah, just copy these and come here to the seller and paste that here. Now we do not need all of these, we have to change this. Just change this button to register seller button, and then we have our email and password. That's all. Now next thing is, just come here and copy this email and password. Okay, and we have to change their IDs. So yeah, just paste it here, and now remove the ID, and now just come here and we have to check seller login and seller login email, seller login password. So it is different. Okay, make sure that you write the same, and it must be different from the seller registration. So yeah, seller login email, let me check it once more time. Login email, login password, login button, seller login email, seller login password, and seller login button. Sorry, this one, change this button to login. Okay, and yeah, just one thing, which is our login seller button. Change this seller login button. That's it. Now the next thing is, when a user click on the login button, on our login page. So just for the time saving, I'm going to copy paste this code here from here, and let's just paste it here, and we have to change it according to our login. So first of all, change this login seller button with the register button, and then we can say create a method basically, which will be our login seller. Now let's create this quickly, seller login activity, and then in here what we're going to do is, we are going to get the email password. Just copy this to, yeah, and then come here, paste it here, and then we have to verify. So for this, I'm going to add this, also copy this. Let me just paste that whole thing here. Make sure to close this if statement first. Okay, which is this. Okay, now let's add this loading bar quickly. Just copy paste this progress bar here, and then what we gonna do is to add this one also. I mean, these are the basic setup which we have to do. I mean here. So if not email dot equals to null, if email is not equals to null, password not equals to null, then we are going to say that is login seller account login. Please wait while we are checking the credentials. And yeah, that's it. Now what we're gonna do is just to allow the user to log in now. So for that we will be needing a Firebase auth. Let's just quickly copy paste this from here. Sorry, paste this here. So this is our private Firebase auth mauth, and make sure to import this class. And next thing is, let's add this one to initialize this. So here we can now allow the user, and else we can say if any error occur, first let write this, then we can notify the user. Not error, sorry, I mean if the email field is empty, or if the password field is equals to null, then what we're going to do is, in that case, we can just display this toast message to the user to please complete the form, login form, I mean provide email and password. Please complete the login form, that is email password, or you can type like please write your email and password first. Okay, so yeah, I mean then we can just say mauth dot sign in with email and password, and this need two parameters, as you know. The first one is email, the second one is the password. Dot add on complete listener, new on complete listener. Now make sure to put a semicolon here first, and we can check if the task is successful. Then we are going to send the user to the, I mean the seller, not the user but the seller. So we are going to send the seller to the seller home activity. Yeah, let's just copy this intent, come back to the login and paste that here. That's it. So seller login activity, we are on the seller login activity, and if it is successful, we are going to send the user to the home activity, seller home activity, and the rest of the thing will be the same. Now I want to check one thing. Let's also, but yeah, I mean we will do it in the next video. I will tell you now what we will be doing, but first let me check this. So the app is running now successfully. Now let's click on this one to become a seller. Seller registration, not, I mean go to this login form. Now let's type, I mean I'm going to log in by this account. Okay, so let me write it. 875 1 2 3 4 5 6, register, and boom, we are now logged in successfully to the main application. So yeah, I mean in this tutorial we just add the complete the sign up and sign in process for the seller. Now in the next tutorial we will do some important features, I mean we will implement that. So basically in the next tutorial what we'll be doing is that we will allow a seller to add a product, I mean to upload a product for selling, so that the buyers, or you can say the end user, can purchase from the seller. But the seller will not be allowed directly, I mean the admin, or you can say the company organization. Basically, I already told you that admins basically means that, let's say I am organization, let's say, I mean this is my organization, so I will have some people, administration staff, which will basically manage all the process, I mean all the applications, that is what going on the seller side, and on the end user side, that is the buyer side. So basically the seller will upload product, and then it will not be approved directly, I mean the admin has to approve each product, so that it is just to make the app authentic, just like you guys see in aliexpress, or the Flipkart application, or the Amazon clone app basically. So I mean we will implement features like that. As you know, this is a clone app, so we will implement some features, I mean clone features like that. So yeah, I hope you love this one, I mean this series and this tutorial also. Let me know about your suggestions in the comment section down below. And if anyone is new to our channel, then please subscribe our channel, Coding Cafe. And yeah, bye for now.